Hey everyone, I'm sure you've all been hearing a lot about the upcoming Ethereum merger, and I wanted to take a moment to break it down for those of you who may not be fully up to speed on what's happening. Essentially, Ethereum is moving from a proof of work algorithm to a proof of stake algorithm. This is a big change, and it has a lot of people very excited. Proof of stake is a more energy efficient way of running a blockchain, and it's also seen as a more secure way of handling transactions. The merge is expected to reduce Ethereum's energy consumption by 99.95%. Many environmentalists have been against blockchain technology because of its high energy consumption. However, with this merge, those same activists may need to start reconsidering their position on Ethereum. Rather than having to mine new blocks, validators on the Ethereum network will now be able to stake their ETH to validate transactions. This is a big shift, and has a lot of people very excited about the future of Ethereum. There are a lot of technical details involved in the switch, but the bottom line is that it's a very positive change for Ethereum. This is because it sets the stage for future scaling upgrades, including sharding. Sharding is a way of increasing the scalability of a blockchain by breaking it up into smaller pieces. It's a complex topic, but the bottom line is that it's a very promising solution for increasing the scalability of Ethereum. The merge is an important step in making these upgrades a reality. A few testnets have already been launched to test the new proof-of-stake algorithm, and so far the results have been very positive. The proof-of-stake algorithm is already being used by other cryptocurrencies, and it's widely seen as the future of blockchain technology. The move to proof-of-stake is just another example of Ethereum's commitment to innovation and its position as a leader in the cryptocurrency space. So what does this all mean for you? If you're holding Ethereum, you don't need to do anything. Your coins will automatically be converted to the new algorithm. And if you're thinking of buying Ethereum, now might be a great time to do it. The price is likely to go up as more people learn about the switch to proof of stake. Many whales, also known as institutional investors, are buying ETH in large quantities and preparing for the event. Now, this is not investment advice, but it's clear that the excitement around Ethereum is only going to continue to grow in the coming months. This merger has been talked about for years now, and it's finally happening. It's a big moment for Ethereum, and it's one that you don't want to miss. Because it is moving to a proof-of-stake consensus method, the more ETH you have, the more you can potentially earn by staking your ETH and validating transactions. Proof-of-work maximalists might say that this is a bad thing because it centralizes power in those who have the most ETH. This is because the more you have staked, the more likely you are to be chosen as a validator. As a smart contract blockchain that promises a decentralization, this is something that the Ethereum community takes very seriously. So they have implemented a few mechanisms to help mitigate the risk. First, they're capping the amount of ETH that can be staked by one address at 32 ETH. Second, they're introducing slashing conditions, which basically means that if you behave badly as a validator, you will lose some of your ETH. These mechanisms are designed to help keep the power decentralized and to prevent any one group from controlling the network. If this merger is successful, it also proves that the Ethereum Foundation is capable of implementing even more changes in the future. BTC supporters might criticize this move because sound money should require work, not just wealth/holding. Without a system that rewards participants that use energy efficiently to validate transactions, it could lead to the centralization of power among a small group that holds the most ETH. Although safeguards have been put in place, people can still open up multiple wallet addresses and stake more than the limit. We need to see how this plays out, but so far the Ethereum community is very excited about the future of the network. The switch to proof of stake is just one of many planned updates that will help Ethereum scale to meet the demands of its growing user base. Make sure to stay tuned because we'll briefly go over some of the upcoming updates. But for now, let's talk about how this might affect the broader crypto industry. As a vital merger for Ethereum, the future of the entire cryptocurrency industry will be dictated by how successful this implementation is. This is because although Ethereum has gained a lot of attention in recent years, the practicality of it being an efficient blockchain for mass mainstream smart contract applications is still in question. The reason being is that Ethereum can only process around 30 transactions per second, which is very slow when you compare it to other blockchains like EOS or Tron, which can process thousands of transactions per second. For Ethereum to scale and become the world computer that it promises to be, it needs to find a way to process more transactions quickly and efficiently. The switch to proof of stake is a big step in the right direction, as it's expected to enable Ethereum to be able to process up to 100,000 transactions per second. Now that's a significant increase, and it will go a long way increasing the adoption of Ethereum-based applications. But again, we need to see if Ethereum can hold up to its promises. Delays for this merge have been pushed back multiple times now. There is a risk that the community might lose faith in the Ethereum Foundation's ability to deliver on its roadmap. As impatience grew, other blockchains have emerged as a solution to Ethereum's scalability problem, but none of them have the same level of support or ecosystem. Ethereum is still the clear leader in this space, and if they can execute this merger without any problems, the network effect that they have captured as the first mover will be very hard to match. However, if this merger fails, it could have a very negative effect on the Ethereum network. If a failure occurs, we might see an outflow of capital from ETH to some of the other smart contract blockchains that are emerging. This would be a very bad outcome for Ethereum, and it's something that the community is very aware of. Now, that's why they're taking every precaution to make sure that this merger goes smoothly. Core developers ensured that proper testing is necessary, as rushing this process could lead to a lot of unforeseen problems. For example, a problem that can arise without proper planning would be a loss of capital due to a hacker finding a way to exploit the new system. We've seen this happen before with other cryptocurrencies, and it's something that the Ethereum community does not want to see happen again. Security of funds and avoided exploitation are of high concern, as Ethereum's market cap is just under 200 billion. If funds were to be lost, trust in not only Ethereum, but the entire crypto industry would be greatly diminished. This would lead to a decrease in the price of ETH and other cryptos, as people would lose faith in technology. This is a very crucial time for Ethereum, and the pressure is on for them to deliver. Many Ethereum critics have been saying for years that the platform is too slow and that it's not scalable. This merger is a big step in proving those critics wrong. If successful, it will show that Ethereum can indeed scale and that it's capable of implementing major changes. Although the merge itself will not instantly lower gas fees and make the blockchain much faster, it does open opportunities for Ethereum to do so in the future. This is because the new staking mechanism will be much more efficient than the current proof of work system. It would also free up a lot of computing power that is currently being used to mine ETH. This computing power can be used to run more computational intensive smart contracts. In other words, this merge is a big step in the right direction for Ethereum, and it's something that you should definitely be paying attention to. When it comes to the miners, they are in a difficult position. Many of them will likely be against this merger because it's going to take away their rewards, an entire reason for being. However, they can always go to mining other cryptocurrencies, and some of them have already started to do so. Ethereum Classic will still use proof of work, so they are an option. Although Ethereum Classic might not be as profitable to mine as ETH, it's still a viable option for miners who want to stay in the Ethereum ecosystem. Unfortunately, Bitcoin won't be a viable option because this blockchain requires much more efficient computers to successfully mine blocks. In the end, it's up to the miners to decide what they want to do. If they want to quit mining altogether, they can. If they want to go and mine other cryptocurrencies, they can. It's entirely up to them. The merge has been a long time coming. However, it's just the beginning of a 5-phase plan that will occur throughout the next decade. On September 19th, 2022, the merge will happen, and as mentioned earlier, will cut power usage significantly. It will also cut the supply of ETH entering circulation because it will become a deflationary asset with reduced issuance. With no more mining, the amount of newly minted ETH entering circulation will be reduced. When there is less supply of an asset, the value tends to go up as long as the demand remains the same. So this is a big deal for ETH holders because it will likely lead to an appreciation in the value of their holdings as long as smart contract adoption continues to grow. We briefly mentioned sharding earlier, and this part of the upgrade is planned to occur during the surge. which is expected to happen in 2023. After that, The Verge is expected to optimize the blockchain even further by reducing the node size. Without getting too technical, this means that ETH will become more scalable. Following The Verge, we have the Purge, and the name is fitting for its purpose. During the Purge, unnecessary data will be destroyed, which will free up space in the network. With less congestion, Ethereum will be able to process more transactions per second. After the Purge is complete, we have the Splurge, which is where any smaller upgrades are completed to clean up the code and make sure that everything is running smoothly. Now, these are all the stages that are well in advance of the main focus of this video, which is the merge, but it's important to know because it gives you a sense of where Ethereum is headed and what the team is planning for the future. If this upgrade is successful, it sets up the second largest cryptocurrency for an even more successful future. Some ETH supports even predict that it will eventually flip Bitcoin. This is because experts estimate that Bitcoin has tapped into about 80% of its potential, while Ethereum has only reached about 40%. This means that there is still a lot of room for Ethereum to grow, while Bitcoin's growth potential has been mostly realized. Of course, no one knows for sure how much more upgrades each blockchain can handle, but it's definitely something to think about. So that includes our video on the Ethereum 2.0 and the merge. If you want to learn more about Ethereum and other cryptocurrencies, make sure to check out our other videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.